Now, in this tutorial, we're going to see the gram-negative aerobes. Is it clear? Now, for the gram-negative aerobes, you need to know that what the first element under the gram-negative aerobes is the enterobacteriaceae. Is it so? You saw the enterobacteriaceae. Sorry, the first element of the gram-negative aerobes, we have first one, bordetella pertussis. Is it clear? So all the microorganisms that you can think of, which can be gram-negative, which result to infection of the respiratory tract, is it clear? They are gram-negative aerobes. We have the first one, bordetella pertussis. The second one, we have Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Is it clear? Corynebacterium diphtheriae is also another example of the gram-negative aerobes. Is it clear? Corynebacterium diphtheriae, another example of gram-negative aerobe. The third one, after that, in the gram-negative aerobes, we are going to have Bacillus anthracis. Is it clear? Bacillus anthracis. So Bacillus anthracis is another one that results to infections of the lungs. Is it clear? And it's a gram-negative aerobe. The fourth one is Yersinia pestis and not Yersinia enterocolitica, because Yersinia enterocolitica instead results to enterocolitis, while Yersinia pestis results to plague, which can also be an infection of the respiratory tract. So all those are examples of the gram-negative aerobes. Now, the next one after gram-negative aerobes, we have gram-negative anaerobes. Is it clear? Now, peculiarly under the gram-negative anaerobes is the Enterobacteriaceae family. Is it clear? So, peculiarly, we have the Enterobacteriaceae family. Among the Enterobacteriaceae family, we have the Escherichia coli. Escherichia coli is not peculiarly anaerobe, but it is more of facultative anaerobe. Escherichia coli. The other one now, which are only anaerobe, we are going to have Klebsiella. Klebsiella is also have a more of a aerobe quality. Is it clear? It's more of a gram-negative aerobe quality. Is it clear? But it's still under the anaerobe, see, because it can live in the lung. Is it clear? So we have Klebsiella. You have the Klebsiella pneumoniae. Is it clear? And then the third one, you have the Proteus mirabilis. Proteus mirabilis. So all those can be classified under the gram-negative anaerobes. Is it clear? The gram-negative anaerobes. In addition to all what is inside the Enterobacteriaceae family, we have other gram-negative anaerobes. So the gram-negative anaerobes, other gram-negative anaerobes, you are going to have the Fusobacterium. Is it clear? You have Fusobacterium. The next one, we have Peptostreptococcus. Peptostreptococcus, which is also under the family of the gram-negative anaerobes, the Fusobacterium, the Peptostreptococcus, and the Bacteroides. The fourth one, we are going to have the Bacteroides. Is it clear? So these are all the classification of the gram-negative anaerobe. So for gram-negative anaerobe, you can have the Enterobacteriaceae. Under the Enterobacteriaceae, we have Escherichia coli, Klebsiella pneumoniae, Proteus mirabilis. The next ones, we can have other anaerobes like the Bacteroides, the Fusobacterium, and the Peptostreptococcus. We can also have the Gardnerella vaginalis, and the Gardnerella vaginalis is a peculiar cause inside bacterial vaginosis, though it is a polymicrobial infection. Is it clear? We have even the fifth one, which is Gardnerella. Is it clear? The fifth one, which is Gardnerella vaginalis, particularly causing Gardnerella vaginalis. Is it clear? We particularly causing bacterial vaginosis. Is it clear? So those are the different elements that you have to know now under the classification of the gram-positive and the gram-negative classification. You have the anaerobes and aerobes, and all of them were inside. Now, the next thing that we're going to visualize now is the classification of the Zell-Neelsen based on the Zell-Neelsen stain.